You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ12. Just go to Indeed.com/PODKATZ12 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Things get weird in 3, 2, 1.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Time for today's DM Deep Dive.
Hey, Maria, what do we got in the DMs today?
All right, PBL says, if Canada had a Hunger Games style tournament, which province would win?
Oh, Ontario. It was
biggest province.
It's
most populated.
Southern Ontario.
Yeah.
I
think Ontario would win. Sorry, rest of the country, but you're dust.
Like the Quebecers, sure, right? You know,
they put up a fight.
They put up a fight. It's what they do. They got all those snow plows. They got big machinery.
Yeah.
Right? But we got the man dam.
The man dam?
Right?
Bro,
Wow.
come on. You can't join the fight
Right?
like that,
So cool.
dog.
Why not?
No.
I'm going to say Alberta, man.
You're going to say
Alberta?
Alberta?
Yeah.
Why?
I do. I just think that there's
cowboys and stuff?
I think this is just like a hunger, no pun intended. I think there's a drive there. There's a sort of blue collar nature that I think that they might bring in and win.
We got guns.
Bro, you never been to Northern Ontario.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Sudbury,
Northern Ontario.
Timmins, all those areas. For sure.
I'll take our hard men over their hard men.
Hey, man, you do you, bro. It's all good, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Northern Ontario is built different.
Yeah.
You want to talk about standing on business.
So I just by population alone, right?
Yeah, Ontario would win. Sorry, everybody else.
If we were going, like if Ontario had to split and one crew went east and one crew went west, right? Ontario would plow through Manitoba.
Yeah, Scarborough,
right?
Ontario.
Yeah, Scarborough would plow through Manitoba, right?
Sorry, Manitoba.
Yeah, and then we could send our northern Vikings to go north into Quebec and then all the way down south to get all the Antifa Black Bloc guys in Montreal.
Just run through all
everyone in Little Portugal. Oh, watch out for Little Portugal.
Right? Yeah, I'm bringing 9 casino buses to Chinatown and being like, "Get on, guys!" Right?
They do it.
We're going fighting.
They would do it. Absolutely.
Yes. Right? Like if we had to take like our Little Italy against like Alberta's Little Italy, I'm going with our Italians.
Yeah, of course.
If we had to take our Chinatown, we got the biggest Chinatown outside of China. Right? I'm taking our Chinatown all day. You take Chinatown, Scarborough, our Italians, and our Portuguese, okay?
And who else? The what?
The man dam.
It's chess, not checkers.
Yep.
I'm telling you, like we are the multicultural warrior center. Not only are we a multicultural center when it comes to food and everything else, but I think we got the warriors too. I'm good with this.
There you go.
And
We
guess
just
what?
won.
I don't have to do a damn thing.
What else we got today, Maria?
All right, Matt says, has Shem ever heard of Ellie Bank? She is an insane vocalist, and I need to hear his opinion, especially the video for doing the articulation vocal exercise.
Do you know who this person is?
Never heard
Shem?
of her. No, never.
Okay. Hold on, let me play this.
Listen to me articulate every single word I say. Articulating, celebrating, escalating once again. Listen to me articulate every single word I say. Articulating, celebrating, escalating once again. Listen to me articulate
Like, it hurts my stomach. Her voice goes so high.
How does she do that?
Yo, that's wild, bro.
I couldn't even reach half those notes.
She kind of sounds like Idina Menzel.
I was going to say Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell, but the other one, Kristen Chenoweth, like all of those. They all have that.
She gives me Disney princess singer.
Yeah,
like could fit a character, no problem.
Like
exercise is hard.
It's too high though.
I think I can do that.
I couldn't.
There's no way, Shem. You can't do that.
Listen, not as high, but I think I can do the exercise.
What are the words?
What do you say? Listen
to me, articulating every word
I say.
Listen to me, articulate every single word I say. Articulating, celebrating, escalating once again.
I told you
Listen
this.
to me, articulate.
But then you got to go up every time.
Yeah, I can do it. I think I could.
That's not what your girl says. Go ahead.
Wow.
Oh my goodness! Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
That's terrible. All right. Listen to me articulate every single word I say. Articulating, celebrating, escalating once again. Listen to me articulate every single word I say. Articulating, celebrating, escalating once again. Listen to me articulate every single word I say. Articulating, celebrating, escalating once again.
Wow, Shem!
You got one more in you? You got one more in you?
That was good. That's really good.
Sure. Listen to me articulate every single word I know. That's about as much I can do.
You just couldn't let my man have the win, huh?
No. There's no point on doing that if you don't bust, right? Like,
Bruh. Don't, Mocha, don't say it.
Stop.
Next DM.
All right, Felicia says, this one's for Maria. Where would you say is the best place to get a real authentic gyro in downtown Toronto or outside of Toronto?
Outside of Toronto, you would have to say Greece.
Yeah, for sure.
No, actually, but there's actually this one place in Oak Ridges that's called Greek Market Chicken. They do their gyro pretty well there, and I really like it. Yeah, my family goes all the time, especially in the summer, so they do it really well. If you're looking to get a gyro instead of driving all the way to the Danforth.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, Messini is a classic. I also really like going to Suv Lake. So I like those places. Yeah.
Looking for a gyro, you have to go to Suv Lake.
Keep going.
Maria's Greek.
Yeah.
As I'm wearing my Greek cap today, too.
Are you really?
Yeah, it's a Greek flag on it.
If you want a gyro, here's where you go.
No, that's an abomination. Turn off the
What are
microphones.
you talking about?
It's not a gyro.
Yeah, you want a gyro? Here we go. Right? Here's
not
where you
a
go.
gyro.
Here's where you go for the ultimate gyro. Right? Sounds better that way.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
gyro.
No, that's how you say that's how you say it there. You don't have to say it like that when you're talking to normal people.
Yeah, I still say gyro.
I know,
when
but
I
why?
say gyro or gyro.
It makes you sound pretentious, though.
I'm not pretentious.
It does. It makes you
I'm
sound
saying
pretentious.
it how I've been raised to say it. I'm
I
not
know,
going to
but
automatically modify how I say something because you can't pronounce a word.
Yeah, it's just like if you look at a map, right, and you're looking at Italy, and you see like Turin. We all know Turin, right?
Yeah.
But you don't say Trino.
I'll say Torino.
But you don't.
How do you know what I do?
Listen to Maria talking about her love for gyros. Thank you, everyone, for all the DMs today. We'll do it again.
I love gyro sauce, though.
It's tzatziki.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. I regret this already.
Here we go. Time for the DM Deep Dive. Favorite part of the show.
Maria, what do we got in the DMs today?
All right, Alexandro says, if you had to pick one item in the studio to survive a zombie apocalypse, what would you pick?
Shem. Because he looks like good eating.
Damn. That's the most polite way of calling me fat I've ever heard in my life.
No,
it's okay. I respect it. I love it.
Right?
I look like good eating.
Yeah.
I'm 100% using that.
I'm just glad you
Shem
did
looks
not
like he's good eating.
I look
say
like I'm
something
good
like a
eating.
big back or nothing like that.
Listen, I'm a big man.
No.
Um,
I'm not using Maury.
Yeah, no.
Right?
That's not even an appetizer.
Yeah. The zombies would see Maury and be like, where have you been?
You're on our tour.
You're late.
We didn't see you at the meeting.
Oh my god.
Something in like. So sorry, we have to pick something from
Something.
One
in the
item,
studio?
in the studio
To
to survive a zombie apocalypse. What would you pick?
I don't know. Like I'm looking around. Like I'd have to pick something that I could stab zombies with. right? Like these arms, these metal arms that our cameras hang off of.
Yeah.
I probably have to disassemble that and
we have,
turn that into a spear.
Are they coming into this room, or we're taking it from this room?
Let's say we would have to leave this room to go outside, and that's where the zombies are.
Yeah, they're outside the
Right?
building.
But we got like enough 2-inch black pipe above us
Yeah.
here that we could all grab a piece and survive like for a while.
You just something stabby.
Yeah.
Right?
Anything stabby. Like there's not much in here, to be honest with you.
I would
right?
use the couch.
How are you carrying
pick
a
up that
couch?
couch?
Yeah.
No.
Get over there and pick up that couch right now.
And then try to swing it at a zombie.
It didn't say we
thank you.
can't work
Yeah.
as teams.
Go ahead. Go over and pick up that couch.
First of
Let me
all,
see
if we
I
are
get the couch.
working as teams, Maury, you're like,
Solo.
I'm sorry, homie.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm used to that.
Yeah, okay. But come and lift up this couch in here.
No, I can't.
Why?
I don't
You
have.
just said couch.
I thought we were working as like.
We're all
What
gonna
would
like
we do with the couch
twosies.
if
I
we
thought
all
we were
picked it
working
up?
as twosies.
First of all, I would love to see you and Mocha try and get that couch downstairs. Right? That would be hysterical because you would yeah, exactly.
I would just get
You guys-
so mad and I would push Maury and the couch down the stairs.
Yeah, so Maury would be dead in the lobby,
Yeah.
right? And then I would drag him outside and just stick his foot out there to give him a little taste.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, there. We got our answer. Well, you guys, like, I mean, same
And then
thing
I
in
take
your
a picture of
office.
Shem and put it on the window and just write buffet is open.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'd kick Maury out and be like, "Here's your snack, right? Right, but don't worry, look what I got for you, right?" Yup.
Zombies be eaten. Yo, next DM, Maria.
All right, Tinvir says, this year's podcast have had me in stitches. From Shem's epic diss track to the group to Roz's mustache booger story to your expert use of the rocks. It doesn't matter what you think on Mocha, and especially this positive Mocha phase.
Oh, thanks.
I've been thinking this for ages. Mocha can be ruthless, especially to Maury.
Oh,
Is Maury ever genuinely hurt by Mocha's comments?
day.
Seems like Mocha can be extra harsh on our boy.
Maury,
Yeah, every day.
every day.
But does it hurt you?
Oh, sometimes.
You're such a liar, dude.
What do you mean he's lying?
Didn't we have a nice conversation yesterday? You called me and I answered on the first ring?
Oh, no, but I'm saying there are other things. Like when I'm like, oh, I wonder what Mocha's up to today, and I can't go and look.
Right.
Where? Oh, on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If anything, Mocha says, because she said that Mocha can be particularly ruthless, especially to Maury.
No, nothing that he says. No,
Nothing
no.
that he says.
Oh, great.
No.
See? Cool. There you
No,
go,
so,
Tanvir.
no,
So
Mocha's quite complimentary. You know, he says nice things.
Complimentary?
Yeah.
Complimentary.
Maria screws it up. Amazing. That was great.
Anyway. All right, Maury's not hurt.
I had that.
Next
know,
DM,
so close.
please, Maria.
So close.
And she was so confident too, bro.
Ania says, Maria, what do you like and dislike about working with all guys?
no.
I know you came from TFC, which is probably all male dominant, but specifically asking about Kiss. Well, this is a prime example of what it's like working with all guys.
Great.
Yeah.
I get ripped on for the littlest mistakes, but it's fun. I love working with all guys. You guys are great. It's like, yeah, it's a fun day every day. So
I think that if you didn't get ripped on, it would hurt more.
yeah.
Am I right about that?
No, for sure.
You know,
like the banter and how you guys will chirp back and will pick at me with things. Like that's how I expect it to be because that's how you guys are in nature. So if it wasn't like that, it would be weird.
I think that, and sometimes when we're just going at each other and everybody, like I sometimes think it's too much, but then I'm always satisfied with it.
That's what you
right?
said.
You know, like
Uh-huh.
I always am, and I think that it would be weird if we had to deliberately hold back or we felt the need to sort of hold back with Maria. Right.
But I also have I have a thick skin, so I know how to take a joke, especially if you guys will say things.
Is that why your face looks like a foot? Oh my god!
Oh my God, Roz!
She said thick skin.
Yeah. And yours looks like it's been run over by a tire.
Right? Oh my god! I didn't. What? I thought she was like explaining stuff.
Yeah, that felt personal, man.
Yo, that was in the pocket. Roz had it ready off the rip.
I've had that ready for 2 weeks. I'm joking.
Just marinating in that one.
Thank you, everyone.
You don't look
Keep
like a
those
foot,
DMs
Maria.
coming
Thank you.
in. Any of the kids' social accounts. Maria gets them, and we talk about them on the show. Thanks, Maria.
You got it.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ12. Just go to Indeed.com/PODKATZ12 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. When you have nothing to say, why do you always say it to us?
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's time for today's DM Deep Dive.
Maria, what do we have in the DMs today?
All right. Today, Steven is asking, what is more terrifying? The universe being filled with life, so aliens that we just haven't come across yet, or the universe being totally empty, which means infinite space in all directions, and Earth is the only place where living things are that exist.
That second one.
If there's nothing else out there, it's just us, and that's it.
Forever. Like forever and ever and ever, because it just never ends. That's the
Yeah.
part that I can't think about space. I start getting all squirrely. Like I can't think of the infinity aspect to it. I never have been able to. Even in like school or talking to my brother, like when I was a kid, I couldn't even comprehend that there was just something that didn't end, right? That it was just infinite. And I can't wrap my head around that. And I find it terrifying. It's not that I find it isolating, but I just find that terrifying because it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Terrifying, but interesting at the same time.
Not for me.
No?
No.
I think that.
No, it only brings me anxiety, the thought of sort of infinite
I know,
space.
you're like tensing up right now, bro.
Yeah, I hate it.
Wow.
I always have.
More, he needs a massage.
No, I don't. Stop it. Stop it.
Infinite massage. All right, what else we got today, Maria?
Christian says, wanted to know when's the last time you all did something for the first time ever?
Oh, Maria, you go first.
Well, when I left my wallet on top of my car and drove away.
Oh,
Was the first time you ever lost your wallet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was the first time I lost my wallet. Yeah.
Damn it, Maury.
The last thing I did for the first time was candle making.
Oh. And how did it work out?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. But is that something that's a one and done, or is that something you're going to do again?
Well, I mean, the traditional way, one and done, but I ordered like just sheets where you have to roll it around the string and then you're done.
Oh, yeah?
So now I'll just go to the easy route.
Yeah.
Oh, how long does that take?
Seconds.
Yeah.
You buy a
Oh.
sheet, roll it, done.
Yeah. That's not the first time you bought things to roll around another thing, though.
Oh, wow.
We all know that.
Also seconds.
Yeah.
Shep?
You know what? Actually, that's something that I'm really working on, not the rolling around,
yeah.
but is just doing things
For the first time? Yeah.
outside of my comfort zone. I've actually spoken to my therapist a lot about that over the last couple of sessions, just because I'm so risk averse with everything that I do, and I don't take a lot of chances just in life. So I really am trying to do things for the first time and kind of get out of my comfort zone a little
So
bit.
can you think of something recently since that conversation?
But are you talking more sort of action-y things, like you want to do things that scare you a little bit, or just mundane things that you've never done?
Even mundane things. I am so routine oriented. Like I'm not even kidding. Like I put the same things in my pocket, like in the same pocket side. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. I put chapstick in my left pocket all the time.
Yo,
I never
me too,
change
bro.
that. It's the strangest thing. But it's mundane, but it's also like active things as well. I'm just trying to be a little bit, different. That's all.
I would say the easiest thing to do that anybody can do is just cook something new for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
That's wild. My therapist said the exact same
Because
thing.
it's an easy thing. It's an easy thing to do, and the risk reward is the line is not so great.
Totally.
Right? Like you're not investing a ton of time, you're not investing a ton of money. If it doesn't work, you're not letting anyone down
Except yourself.
Yeah, you know, and so you're taking a chance on your own sort of skills, and you're learning something, and you're just doing something for the first time. Like that to me is the easiest sort of, it's the lowest hanging fruit of trying something new.
Yeah, and it's the least risky. Like she's my therapist has said do something like take a different route home. You know what I mean? Or something like that, which won't cost me anything really.
Because people always go towards like, you know, why don't you just paint something, right? And that's frustrating though, especially if you're a perfectionist, right? Because that time and putting in it, that's where you realize that the thing in your head, right, is you're unable to get that thing in your head out onto a canvas or a piece of paper. And if you're not the right kind of person, you will hate it and you'll hate yourself for it because you'll feel like a failure, right? But my thing with food is that even if you screw it up and it doesn't look right, everything else, it's probably still going to taste good.
All right.
See, I'm the opposite.
Right?
Where like I cooked, like the other day I made like a honey feta tiropita. So like the cheese pies.
Say that in English.
Like
What is that?
like a honey feta cheese pie.
Okay.
So I went like off the cusp. Like I did it without a recipe because I know how to make the cheese pies on their own, but I wanted to add the honey because they do that like it's a delicacy.
Yeah.
But there was too much honey. And I was so upset that there was so much honey because it became almost like a dessert. And it's not supposed to be one. So the whole time I was like, I'm mad because like this doesn't taste as good as I wanted it to be.
Right. But
whereas if I was painting, I'd be like, whatever. Like,
but it's still, but as bad as it was, it only tastes like honey.
Yeah,
Which
no,
ain't
like
all that
my
bad.
dad still ate it. I got a couple criticisms from my parents because like they're going to give me those because they know how to cook those things.
Too much honey is only just going to taste like honey.
Yeah,
Right? Like it's not like it turns into some sort of reaction where the whole thing is suddenly rancid.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I was so like upset.
Yeah.
Add more cheese.
I was like, damn. You can't at that point because it's baked. Like you can bake it in phyllo.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's when you're like, just put more cheese, and then you're like, oh, it needs a little more honey. And the next thing you know, you're stirring a bucket, right? Just trying to get that ratio right.
What did your parents, were they like brutally honest or were they a little bit more sympathetic because it was your first time?
My dad's always brutally honest. There's actually a TikTok about it. Like I made them do a review.
Yeah.
But my dad was brutally honest. He was like, there's too much honey, but then kept going back for more pieces.
Yeah.
So he still
Honey's
enjoyed
delicious.
it. But then after like their first couple pieces, like I was the only one eating it after a couple days because I made like a whole giant pan of it.
Oh no, yeah, you can't
and
let
like
it go
my
to
parents
waste.
are like my blood sugar, like you know what I mean. Like they didn't want to eat too much of it, but they still said it was good. They gave me criticism. Yeah.
Now you all have diabetes.
Yeah, and all because me.
Yeah, right?
Thank you, everyone, for all the DMs. Keep 'em coming in. Love chatting about them. Any of the DMs that go to any of the KISS social accounts go directly to Maria, who then brings them to the show. That was wonderful today. Thanks, Maria.
You got it.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ12. Just go to Indeed.com/PODKATZ12 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Our DM is where all the weird lives.
All right, DM deep dive time. Y'all, here we go.
Maria, what's in the DMs today?
All right. Minnie is asking, what's everyone's favorite traditions for Easter? Or if you don't celebrate, what are your plans over the long weekend?
Roz, go ahead.
I love that at our place, the Easter Bunny has always done an indoor hunt and an outdoor hunt.
Love that.
wow.
Right? And I
Amazing.
love an outdoor hunt, regardless, because sometimes it's cold and there's like frost on the ground, and other times it's like a beautiful morning. Like you sort of never know what you're going to get. But I love that we do, there's a big outdoor Easter
that's so
Easter
nice.
hunt, because to me, that is just so Easter, right? Like you get your coat on. Roxy always had like her little basket, and the eggs would be like way up in trees.
Oh my God.
Right? Or like in bushes, or like hidden on outdoor things, which made it really, like, it was really, really fun for her. And so that's always my favorite part of Easter, was watching Roxy do the Easter egg hunt outside.
Yeah, same thing. Cruz loves the Easter egg hunt. Bunny leaves like all sorts of stuff everywhere in the house.
Yeah.
So he is out there looking for a long time.
Yeah. What do you guys do on Easter? Shem, what is your family? What do you do, guys? Is it just like a get-together kind of thing?
Nothing really special. We used to go to New York, actually, quite often when I was younger. But now it's just all revolves around going to church.
Yeah.
Go to church tomorrow on Good Friday, and then Easter Sunday, and that's it. And then just a meal. That's it.
And Maury, Jewish, what do you guys do on Easter? Do you Matthew do Easter?
So usually I'll go visit my dad,
Yeah.
and we'll do a combination Passover Easter birthday thing.
Right. Just because
But-
it's such a long drive, right?
As we know, you didn't even go visit the man for his 69th
That's
birthday
why I
because
said
he lives so far.
usually.
No, you're not driving
So
out there.
you're not even doing that for Easter, bro? We got 3 days off, dog.
Yeah.
Are you going out there or no?
No, I'm going to sleep in.
There we go. That's what I was wanting. That's
Maria?
My favorite tradition of Easter is actually the night before. Is on Saturday night we go to midnight mass, and then after midnight mass we go home and we crack red eggs. So yeah, we did. It's like, I don't know if the other people in the Orthodox culture do it. I know that Greeks do.
What's in the red egg?
It's an egg. So you boil eggs.
Oh.
So like on a certain part of the week, like you have to, during Holy Week, like you can only do them, I think, before Thursday, before this other mass that you go to. And then you dye the eggs red. And then like whoever has the egg that doesn't crack on both sides going to have like a lucky year. And then,
nice.
Yeah.
I would sabotage everybody's eggs.
Oh, well, yeah. There's always one person that gets a metal egg and
So
paints
evil.
it red.
Yeah, I'd figure out how to win that game.
What else we got today?
All right, Sula's asking, is Maria fasting for Easter this year? Greeks do their Lent differently instead of giving up one thing.
I didn't know this. Explain.
Yeah, so for the last 2 weeks, I haven't been eating any meat, any fish that bleeds, and any dairy.
Wait, so what
And then
have
on
you been
Good
eating?
Friday, you don't have any oil.
Do fish bleed?
Yeah, salmon, cod, a lot of them do. You can have a lot of shellfish,
So what,
A lot of
like, for
falafel.
example, what'd you eat yesterday?
fruit in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I had hummus and carrots for lunch.
Yeah.
I had a couple dates along the way.
Uh-huh.
And then I had a
What
falafel
was
and
his
salad.
name?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then a falafel?
Like a falafel puck.
Yeah.
I got them at the store and I had it with salad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's
still
not bad.
Yeah. It's still keeping it healthy, too.
Yeah. I mean, would I love a burger right now? Yeah.
Is that the first thing you're going to have after the long weekend?
No, so after Saturday morning, we all go get communion. We
Yeah.
all go for breakfast. So I'll probably end up having like an eggs Benny or something.
nice.
Your first thing is going to be eggs Benny?
I don't know. It's going to be a figure it out in the moment type of thing. I've gotten omelets before. I've gotten pancakes. I've gotten eggs Benny.
We got time for one more, please, Maria.
All right. Frank said, if you were stranded on a deserted island with one of the others on the show, who would you wish it was? And who would make it your worst nightmare?
Who would I wish it was?
Can I just be really quick and tell you guys?
Yeah.
It would either be Roz or Shem or Maria.
And not Maury.
Correct.
Really, huh?
That's
So
my
he would
answer.
make it your worst nightmare.
Correct.
Okay.
See,
No offense.
I think that you could get, like, if it was just you and this person. How long are we there for? How long are we stuck
Let's
there for?
say we're there for 30 days.
30 days. There's an upside to Maury, right? Which is, you know that he would do anything you asked. Right?
Anything.
Oh, okay. All right. Like, come on. We're on the radio.
Worst nightmare. Thank you.
We're only there 30 days.
Worst nightmare.
There's a lot of anything that could happen in
But
3
I
days.
also think that, like, there might be crying.
Oh.
I think that when it hit you, Maury, that we were there and you were going to be cold and I wasn't going to cut. Like, I think that there would just be crying. You wouldn't have the right food. You'd have to go. Like, I think that I couldn't deal with the crying. I would say.
That's why. Worst nightmare, guys.
Yeah. I would say Shem, because I think that Shem would be good at, like, to help build a fort, you know, right? I think that would be good. I think Mocha, because you and I would just sit on Beach Rocks and just do the show all day.
Totally.
Right? We would just like
let's do the news.
Yeah, like we would just tell each other jokes. Maria, no, I couldn't.
What?
No,
Why?
I couldn't. I don't know. One, we don't
Second
have
worst nightmare?
we don't have that relationship, right?
Yeah.
And in those situations, I'm really bossy. Right. And I know I would like rub her the wrong way real quick because I would know how to survive. Right. And then she would think that she knows the right way to survive. And I know that she would be wrong. Like, and then I wouldn't share food. Right. I'd share food with you, but I
you wouldn't. You would let me starve
What's
as
that? I
a
wouldn't
young
let
lady
you
on the
starve.
island.
I wouldn't let you
You said
starve.
you wouldn't share your food.
No, but when you got there, I was like, hey, here's how I think that we should do this. And you were like, I know what I'm doing. And it was at that point where I was like, fine, find your own food, lady. Right? Because I know exactly. That's the first hour. It's the first hour. Right?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the first hour, and I'd be like, you got to get under that. You're gonna burn, and she's like, I'm not gonna burn. Leave me alone. You're not my dad. And then she'd be just like sitting there, like with like welts on her back all day,
Trying to tan.
trying to tan, and be like, find aloe, and I'm like, this is my aloe. Find your own aloe, lady. Right?
Like 29 and a half more days to go.
Yeah. Oh, I'd just be counting.
Thank you, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
use my own blood to write help on the beach if I was on an island with Maria.
We do the DM deep dive on the show every day. Thanks, Maria.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
you
the
got it.
hair.
Oh, come on.
Just like, this
You have hair.
Oh, the water's so brutal on my hair and the saltwater comments. And, there's no No. I'm not dealing with that.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5
kiss925.com.
or download the Seeker app.